Welcome to another episode where I, instead of giving you a book review, I talk about how the book made me feel. One of the most recent books that I finished is Caught Up by Navessa Allen. I read Lights Out the middle of last year and I was immediately hooked. Then when this bad boy came out, I immediately went and grabbed it. But then, of course, I was in the middle of Zodiac Academy. Anyways, I finally picked it up and read it. Let's talk about the things that I can talk about that this book made me feel. Because there are things that this book made me feel that probably we should not be having that discussion. First and foremost, can we please talk about the length of time that this man had been seeking Lauren since they were so young? And I know, let's try not to romanticize a dark romance, but to me, that's what got to me. I felt like, oh, this is long overdue. So it was like, it created that tension. Give me permission, just say yes. And she says, yes. You know that there's been years, okay? There's been years that they have been waiting for that moment to reunite and talk about all the years that they missed, okay? To talk about the years that they missed. What I loved about Nico Jr. was that he looked after her for so many years in a way where she didn't notice. And you have the family aspect to it. Being in the mob already ties you into it, and being born into it, trying to get out of it is very, very complicated, right? And so it just kind of made me feel like, oh my God, how is he gonna do it? How is this going to happen? How is this going to play out? And the whole entire time, it strung me along, right? I almost felt like, oh, like I couldn't wait for that moment where he just, I want to break free. And to his papa, you know what I'm saying? Like, he needed to go talk to daddy and say, hey daddy, I don't want to do this no more. But we all knew that was going to be very challenging because he's in the mob, in the mafia, and so therefore there is no way out. It's either, you know, you're in it or you're dead or you're in jail. And that's kind of more or less where he just saw himself in the future, and he said, you know what, there's still a chance for me. I'm gonna go after it. I'm gonna go look for it, just because I don't want to have this life. And I was like, yes, Nico, yes. Or actually, he doesn't like that name, so we're gonna go, yes, Nick, yes. And he did, and I was very, very glad. Should we talk about that confessional scene? Let's not talk about that one. How about the photo booth? Let's not talk about that one either. The one at the club? Which one? One of the many? Can't talk about those. I really did enjoy how with this book we went from that banter. I mean, Josh is still my favorite, and this book just really confirmed it, because God, I love Josh. He's still that goofball. He's still very playful. He's still got that sense of humor. However, I feel like going from this one to this one, we got to see more of that family dynamic I was just talking about. We got to see a different side of a different kind of a man, different kind of loyalty, different kind of love, if you will. And I cannot wait for the third book to come out. And who is it going to be about? What is it going to be about? I'm very, very excited. So anyways, yes, thank you so much for watching.